Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by the ninth-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a play fake. Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Up the middle they go. It's Williamson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Williamson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play, and if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now a dump off here complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Operating from the gun. James. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which is spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now a give inside for Falk. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. James. Complete. It's Johnson. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you, but I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Williamson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Carr now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Curry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. And right side, they're going to go option here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. James. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. James. Bryant has it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Now Sanders. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On play action, now Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. James finds Dulcich out left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
James to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the Panthers coming out now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
but for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll give to Falk up the middle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll just get rid of it. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. To throw is James on 1st down. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Falk. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. $39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 29, Carr's got Hooper on the short connection. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Williamson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job, as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Carr to throw again. That's caught by Rison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the NFC, a division matchup pitting New Orleans against Atlanta. And it's the Saints who have the lead as that one's gone to halftime. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. 3 touchdown passes there for Zach Wilson. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Hunter Renfrow, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now James, off play action. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. James now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On the handoff, this is Falk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, James. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, James. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, James. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They'll start here with Jackson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Carr. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, or talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Here's James throwing on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. James from the gun on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. As Sanders has it poked free. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You're trying.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On first down, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Shakes off the sack. He's got Hooper on the short connection. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Jackson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On first and 10, Carr. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll run with Jackson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is James. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Out route complete to Dulcich. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him,
He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Williamson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On play action, it's Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down now, it's Williamson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now it's Jackson. Neville Gallimore on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Jackson. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Curry. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The Carr's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Carr to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Williamson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Coup for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Connecting with Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now James on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Up the middle they go. Williamson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision